Hi guys, this is Zack again, and yeah, I want to preview the upcoming WWE Battleground pay-per-view. And Battleground, it will get interesting because this is the last pay-per-view of the old decade or old era before the draft fully is in place. After this pay-per-view, as far as I got it, we'll have the brand exclusive pay-per-views plus the big four, the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, maybe Survivor Series, and of course WrestleMania, which will feature superstars from both brands, and the others will have the classic brand extension stuff. So this is an historical event, so to speak, and more importantly, this is Raw's chance to get all the titles for Raw. This is not going to happen, at least I don't think so, but well, it creates for the marks who don't try to be as informed as most internet fans do, it will create a lot of suspense for them. Anyway, on to the matches, or the match card. Well, Becky Lynch versus Natalya, we all know the story behind that one. Basically Becky Lynch is Natalya's scapegoat, or one of Natalya's scapegoats, and one of the persons Natalya blames that she couldn't beat Charlotte, and that she's just fed up with the whole situation and not happy with the situation in general, and well, she wants to make Becky Lynch pay for that. So the match itself, Becky Lynch needs this match because after WrestleMania she was a little bit put on the sideline. She wasn't as prominent and couldn't get as over as many people would have expected her to, mostly because of WWE's booking. And now SmackDown and this feud is her chance to shine and her chance to really elevate herself. And given the SmackDown women's roster, this is basically the only match that really can elevate people. The match itself, I think it will be rather short, and thanks to the lack of time, and somehow I suspect that this will feature some bullshit booking on WWE's behalf. I don't know, but somehow I think this match will not fulfill its potential. As I said, due to a lack of time and most likely some bullshit booking. Sad to say, but that's the way I see it. And we'll see where it goes from there. Well, Charlotte and Dana Brooke versus Sasha Banks and the Mystery Partner. Honestly, I'm fed up with Charlotte being champ, and Sasha Banks is the woman to dethrone her. Of course, they won't or don't want to do it at Battleground. I think they wait till SummerSlam for that to finally happen. And in order to stretch the feud, of course, we have this here: Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Well, obviously, and a mystery partner. In my opinion, the mystery partner will be Bayley, because everything else, if they took a woman who is on the Raw roster already, why make such a big fuss about it? And introducing Bayley this way to Raw, or maybe just teasing her a little bit and then calling her up later, is a good way to really introduce her. And Sasha Banks and Bayley have history. And why not? I think this would be the most exciting choice, and the match itself, it will be good, I think, or it has the potential to be really good. Still, the Divas Revolution on the main roster, it didn't work as of yet, mostly because they have bullshit booking and they don't give the gals enough time. So I think basically that will, stay the same here, and it will be a match with tons of potential that cannot reach this potential thanks to booking. So another match that could be good, but I doubt it really will be good. This one I can keep rather simple and short because Rusev versus Zack Ryder. It's SmackDown's chance to get hold of or to get a grip of on the US title, but that's not going to happen. Zack Ryder, the people or the internet fans love him because he has done something for himself and has forced WWE to recognize him. But let's be honest here, Zack Ryder is by no means a champion. Especially not a mid-card champion, not an upper-card champion, not a main event champion. And if someone has the potential to elevate the US title to being important again, a guy like Rusev is far more fitting. Especially with guys like Sami Zayn, Cesaro, and Sheamus on the Raw roster. Or on Raw. Because with them, especially Sami Zayn, he's a perfect predator. Zayn is the perfect underdog. It would be a great feud, I'm sure of it. And Zack Ryder, well, looking at the SmackDown mid-card division or mid-card title division or potential mid-card title division, I'm sure Zack Ryder would really elevate the title. No. So this one, Rusev will dominate him and the internet fans will be like, Zack Ryder loses again. But let's face it, he's not the guy you can have or build a title division around. Rusev is far more fitting and he will win here. I have no doubts about that one. And yet another sweet and short one. There's no chance in hell Darren Young will win the IC title from The Miz and bring it to Raw because, first of all, if that happened, SmackDown would be stuck with one title. And in the main event, just for the suspense of it, I don't think that WWE will put even more jeopardy on the main event suspense by letting Darren Young win here. So, and besides that, The Miz, whether you like him or not in the ring, I personally don't like him in the ring, but he is a good talker and he's a great heel. And him versus certain under or mid-card stars on SmackDown could help the IC title. Darren Young on Raw, oh no, won't help the title at all. And why Darren Young should be a champion, I don't know. He has by no means the standing to be a IC champion, especially if WWE wants to put or raise the prestige of the title. Darren Young wouldn't be the wisest choice, and it's okay with The Miz right now, or as of now. And it should be decided on SmackDown later on who will dethrone him. So, easy pick, The Miz. I'm gonna be honest here, I have no fucking clue why WWE would book this match. I mean, the Wyatt family, they're dead serious, creepy guys. Well, they're supposed to be dead serious, creepy guys. Not everybody sees it that way, me included, because Bray Wyatt's promos are good, but they're presented great, but somehow they lack real content and they are rather repetitive. So, and the New Day, they're the fun-loving guys. They're always pulling off their shenanigans, and why would you mesh those two up? Either to show the serious side of the New Day, but I think the crowd doesn't want to see a serious side of the New Day. They want to see the three goofy guys goofing around, mocking their opponents. And if they do that and the Wyatt family doesn't destroy them totally, the Wyatt family comes off as idiots. And especially as they have split the Wyatt family with the draft. Braun Strowman is on Raw, probably a monster that I don't know where they want to go with him. I don't see anywhere he should be. And maybe a returning Luke Harper will make the Wyatt family whole again, and Luke Harper on SmackDown would be great for the mid-card division, because he is, in my opinion, the best wrestler out of the 4 Wyatt family guys. Anyway, this match, yeah, well, I don't know what WWE wants to accomplish with it, because the title isn't on the line. The Wyatt family has to win here, otherwise they look like complete fools. And if the New Day loses here, yeah, the New Day has no real chance to gain from it, because it's not booked in a way that, oh, the New Day now has to get that serious, has to show their serious side. So I'm thinking the Wyatt family will win here just because, or just to show they're back, and they have beaten the tag team champions, but that's about it. And you could have accomplished that with another match. That isn't so, what are you doing here? Well, no. Well, this one makes a lot more sense because, yeah, we all know the history between AJ Styles and his club versus John Cena. And obviously John Cena, let's face it, the Usos, why would the Usos help him? And yeah, they have some history too, but the Usos are not over anymore. And Big Cass and Enzo Amore are. So obviously, it's a win-win situation. Cena has new buddies who are, yeah, more fitting for himself, and you have 2 newcomers, or relatively newcomers, at least to the main roster, who get elevated by being paired with John Cena. And yeah, the club is split after the draft. I like the idea, especially as the club can team up again with Finn Balor, if need be, or if Balor needs stablemates to have his back. They were the original Bullet Club members before AJ Styles ever showed up in New Japan. And yeah, so splitting them up is great. It's a swan song for the club, and yeah, somehow it's a great way to, yeah, stretch the feud between AJ Styles and John Cena a little bit further, because if you had a singles match between them right now again, and a third and final match maybe at SummerSlam, it would be rather rushed, because those two have great chemistry. They are both well, or have performed well with each other in the ring. It's in my opinion, the final match should take place at WrestleMania. It would be a potential main event. No question about that. And yeah, so you need to stretch the feud a little bit further, and such tag team matches or 6-man tag team matches are a great way to do that. And you can initiate a feud between the club and Big Cass and Enzo, so that the winner of this feud will be elevated to, yeah, tag team #1 contenders. And as I said, Styles and Cena can feud without facing off in a one-on-one situation. The match itself, I think it will be great. I mean, Cena, Styles, and the club, they all know what they do in the ring and how they have to pull it off in order to make it a great match. Big Cass and Enzo are not yet as experienced and as great as the others in the ring, but they have tons of charisma to make up for it. So I think this match will be very, very good. It's one of the matches I'm really looking forward to. And in the end, yeah, I don't know, I think John Cena and Big Cass and Enzo should win here and will win here. On to the match I'm looking forward the most to, or to the most. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. We all know the history they had in Ring of Honor, in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, basically everywhere they went. They were tag team partners, best buddies, best pals, and then bam, Owens betrayed Zayn, and, well, they hated each other afterwards. WWE has done the same with NXT, so there's tons of history here, and there, of course, needs to be a final match to decide who wins this feud. And yeah, well, I think it will be Sami Zayn, but no matter who wins here, this one will be the match of the night. I have no doubt about it. Unless WWE has planned some booking bullshit in order to stretch the feud further, or to, I don't know. They just need to let these two handle it, have a clean finish, and give them 15 to 20 minutes in the least, or at least 15 to 20 minutes, and it will be a match of the year candidate. So there's nothing more to be said about it. It will be the match of I think it will be the match of the night. It's the match I'm looking most forward to. It will be awesome. Finally, the main event: Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. The triple threat match between the former The Shield Brethren, or brothers. Well, I'm gonna go straight to to my prediction here. Dean Ambrose will win. Not because I like Dean Ambrose the most, or I just have a gut feeling, but because nothing else really makes sense looking from a booking standpoint of view. In order to make SmackDown the underdog show that has a fighting chance, they need something that Raw wants. Because if... Let me paint a picture here. Let's say in the mid-card, nothing else changes. And Dean Ambrose loses here, Raw would have the US title, the Women's title, the Tag Team title, and the World title. SmackDown would have the IC title. And even if Zack Ryder by any chance won the the US title, SmackDown would be stuck with the IC and the US title. And thus, as the titles are not as prestigious as of now, it would basically be the build-up brand. Like NXT, SmackDown, Raw. And that's how most people already perceive that. And that is something WWE needs to change right off the bat with SmackDown being live and being presented as the second brand on par with Raw. And thus SmackDown just needs the World title. You can have feuds that involve Stephanie wanting to get the title to Raw and stuff like that for the Big Four pay-per-views that are not a brand exclusive. And it's a great opportunity. And it immediately puts SmackDown on the map. Like, they have the only world title on their roster. Raw doesn't have the world title. They have 3 other titles, but the world title's on SmackDown. That would immediately make SmackDown the show to watch. And it's in the beginning, SmackDown just needs that. So nothing else really makes sense, because otherwise you could just skip the whole stuff with the brand extension and the draft and go back to one roster. So obviously Ambrose needs to retain here. The match itself, I think it will be great, because Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have excelled in triple threat matches. Dean Ambrose is a guy who just fits in with the no DQ and wild environment. So the match itself will be awesome. No, I don't have any doubts about that. But the outcome is rather obvious if WWE wants to book something that makes at least a little bit sense, because otherwise, no. Sorry. Anyway, the pay-per-view itself, or as a whole, the most undercard matches or mid-card matches, I'm not interested in, because the US and the IC title matches, in my eyes, are like squash matches. Like there's a contender who doesn't deserve the title, who shouldn't hold the title, and the title holders who are good choices. Why would they mess that up? The two divas or women's matches that I think will lack time to really fulfill their potential, and Wyatt family New Day match that in my eyes, or in my opinion, doesn't make any sense. And well, the three main attractions here: the WWE title triple threat match, the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn match, and the Cena and Jersey guys versus the club. These three matches will save the card, but I'm not as optimistic as I am most of the time with WWE pay-per-views, just because I'm realistic here that the undercard matches won't be as interesting as they might sound. So, still, I think it will be a decent pay-per-view, and come Monday evening, I'll give you a review. I can't watch it live. I'm sad to say, but I think I cannot watch the pay-per-view live, so the review will follow a little bit later. I hope you have enjoyed this preview, and I would love it if you tuned in a little bit more often, and I would really love that. So long, yours Aquifel.